Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here back with some more stories, The Path of Destinies. In the last video, we did another Sky Ripper ending, and we saw Reynardo grow old. He didn't die at the end like he has in like all these other ones before. I'm trying to think. I think for... Because, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 9 endings so far. 9 out of the 24. Now, I think on this one, obviously this is the way to go. I think the only one I haven't done, I think I've done all the combinations possible. Except for the first option that you get in there. Instead of following Lupino's orders, I go do something else, which is find the core for the Sky Ripper. I think that's what I do. Now for this one, which we're going to do the Sky Ripper.
Every child knew about the
I
Sky
did
Ripper.
both options for the second one, so now on the
Emperor
third option, I
buried
need to do
pieces deep.
different things.
And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface. Reynardo wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon. But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Reynardo could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. As he set foot on the island, Reynardo couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lupino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Reynardo felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Reynardo never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Alrighty. I'm gonna try my damnedest to get all the... Sure as way I can see how much experience I have on me right now, but I guess I can't. Try to get to the statue. They better not have reset me. That's all I gotta say is they better not have reset me. Oh shit, I never realized there was another path over there, I don't think. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it's anything special, so. Oh, excuse me.
Ha! Bet you never saw that coming.
I'm trying to think. I think I actually got fights this way, so. Oh my god, they did reset me. That's some bullshit.
There had to be a way to use the Sky Ripper without causing a catastrophe. Why? Maybe it's always dangerous, he imagined Zenobia saying. Always the voice of reason, that one. Well, there had to be a way to use the Sky River, because not being able to use it was boring. So there.
Can't remember if this would take me to a fight or not. I can't remember, but like going back to my discussion about like, oh yeah, just play through this level again and again and keep dying.
Imagine if you built a house in one of these things. Oh, that would be amazing. It would be like having a boat.
This just took me to an area I would end up going to anyway, I believe. Because apparently, I guess, at some point, you're gonna get a sword that's gonna fucking, oh, what the fuck? Just, first of all, that's bullshit. I was saying him flying into that one, so that should have, like, fucking counted as me, like... Whatever. I think it's still bullshit that they restarted my fucking thing. And I can't even remember what I was fully saying.
Who are you looking at? Oh, right. No one.
Fuck off. That's bullshit.
Through his armor. Oh dear, that wasn't good.
Ah, that was another, that was another godlike one, so hey. Wish that gave me more. Oh my god.
Feel well. In fact, he felt dead.
I don't think there's a... Is there a way I can throw people off over here? That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Major bullshit.
Right, who wants to die first?
Fuck you. How have I not seen a goddamn thing to level up yet? Like, what the fuck?
I'll just have a dash, thought Reynardo.
I don't know. Fucking keep it this one, I suppose. Oh, wait, I had two? Damn, okay, I'll get this one then. Maybe I actually shouldn't be putting some skills in.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How is it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him. It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good, no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core. Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Skyripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up?
Okay. Pretty sure I did everything in here now, too.
He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense? Ah, Zenobia. Now that he knew she still loved him, he wanted to go back to her. But that hadn't worked out, had it? Maybe it was time to find the core of the Skyripper.
Yeah, I've gone this way before because this is where they took me. Like, that was the other place to go. Did I jump down here? But what's up? Fuck. Because I know I took that way.
Can I borrow that?
Only thing I didn't get was having other people, having the one kill them. Fuck. You only got awesome, huh? You know, I feel like that should have been godlike because I'm pretty damn sure I did all of them.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
I think that path takes me down over here anyway, so.
Anyone ever tell you have a lovely eye? No?
Bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Well then it's...
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be. Did portals go through another universe? If so, could the lost gods use one of them to return from exile? The thought made him shiver.
That should have been godlike, but what do I know, I guess.
The thing about puzzles was, once you solved one, you knew how to solve it again. Puzzles had no, what was the word? Replayability? Reynardo wondered if you could design a puzzle that would be different every time you played with it. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, fuck you.
Was that your shield?
Okay, what the fuck? I don't understand. I think we're damn sure that I do get it, but then other times it's like, no, you didn't. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark art, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a Key Imperial Outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
So we did both options here. Let's do this.
Reynardo had never been much of a student. At Swordfu School, he'd never read the books, just looked at the pictures. And Zenobia. But weapons he understood. His gut told him that the Sky Ripper would work great. He would use it to take out the Imperial Outpost. And what's the worst that could happen? The thing wouldn't work, and then he'd take it to the scientists, right? Reynardo actually could think of a few things that were worse. But he would make sure they didn't happen this time. Right? Exactly.
Alright. So for whatever reason, this isn't gonna end up destroying the universe. And yet, when I use it at the end, it will.
Reynardo wondered why the parts of the Sky Ripper had only surfaced now. Thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had discarded it. This Emperor, Isengrim III, had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Perhaps that was bringing up lost artifacts. How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper would reappear to be his destruction. And, hopefully this time, just his destruction. Already did.
Oh shit, fuck. I think that's what I'm going to do next time I get a level up. I'm just going to use it to level up my shit. Level this stuff up. Maybe I should focus on this stuff until I get the I don't know. I think maybe what I'll do off screen, I'll do the whole path of... I'll learn of what path it is that does the best way for...
Reynardo wondered if it wasn't...
I mean, I guess the temple could be used, because I know I could do that. That's right, I could just do the temple one, so it's not like I'd... Because I was like thinking like the only other ways, like I think the temple only has one, and then all the other dead end / chapter replays are ones that happened afterwards.
I pick you.
Alright, I think the Sky Ripper thing costs stamina to use outs in battle.
This chest was filled with old concert t-shirts. And something useful.
And something useful.
was tired of slaughtering ravens. Maybe it was time to test out the new weapon. He turned a knob on the Sky Ripper. It made strange mechanical noises. The wheels spun faster. It began to hum. The Sky Ripper was following his every step. At least it acknowledged him as the master. But there was no trigger. How was he supposed to fire it? Fire, he said. Nothing happened. Well, maybe it just needed to warm up. After all, it hadn't been fired in thousands of years. The Sky Ripper was making a whining noise now, and its wheels were spinning so fast he could no longer see them. Reynardo had a thought. Please? He asked. The Sky Ripper began to glow. Boom! The outpost burst into flame. Ravens flapped out screaming, wings on fire. The base was his. The far speaker toad came hopping out. Reynardo! It croaked, sounding like a toad version of Zenobia.
Don't use the Sky Ripper. It'll destroy the world.
Yeah, sure it will, cracked Reynardo. Pull the other one.
If you don't trust me, go see Calaveras. He'll tell you the same thing.
Oh, she would say that. That sounded sensible. Why did she always have to sound sensible all the time? Oh, it was infuriating. Of course she would say that. He was supposed to hurry and bring the Sky Ripper to the council so the rebels could actually win the war. But what if she was right? Damn it.
Alright, go see Calaveras. The Sky Ripper turned out to be an amazing weapon. It is time to celebrate, but then Zenobia crashed the party. She claimed the Sky Ripper could destroy the world. Of course she was lying. Probably, but what if she wasn't? Calaveras was the final authority in legendary artifacts. Maybe Reynardo should head to the mountains and speak with Calaveras. Take the Sky Ripper to the rebels. Of course she was lying. Probably. She was an enemy general, of course. She would be afraid of the Sky Ripper. He would bring the weapon to the rebel base and just win the war. Might as well go to see Calaveras.
Zenobia was so frustrating. If she couldn't get you with magic, she'd get you with reason and caution and sensible arguments. Of course, Calaveras, he might not know the latest scientific theories with evidence and all, but Reynardo preferred the knowledge in the old books anyway. What they said felt true, and that's what's important. He should be careful. She'd probably guess he'd come here. That meant she'd probably set an ambush for him. Reynardo landed on the island, expecting Zenobia's ambush at any moment. On the other hand, there did seem to be a lot of ravens around here. Were they just lost patrols stirring up trouble? Were they looking for him? If she was going to ambush him, wouldn't she keep the road clear so he wouldn't be on his guard? Or, unless they were part of the ambush, the obvious reasons he was meant to see to take his mind off the ones he wouldn't see. God, after all these years, she still drove him crazy.
Alrighty, let's go.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to try to get all the stuff going on when you have this thing going up. Again, you know what's so weird is like, oh, it works totally fine, but when you use it the one time at the end of that chapter where even though you talk to Calibers and he's like, this and this and this, you use it that one time, that's when shit hits the fan. Like, I get it, I understand why, but it's still dumb. I think we're gonna spawn there. Here we are. I came in for no reason. Don't need anything in those chests.
Zenobia's ambush never materialized. Could she be sincere? Calaveras was a great scholar. Reynardo doubted even Zenobia could convince him to say something he didn't believe. And if he was working for the Empire, he'd never have told Reynardo about the Sky Ripper in the first place. Well, he would listen to the wise old toad. But that didn't mean he had to agree. How about a floating platform that simply just goes to the top?
That wasn't so bad.
Someone needs a bath.
Well, if I keep getting 1,000 for every one, I mean, I just need 20 more levels, so. And unfortunately, I've already wasted 3 level ups and shit, so. It's not like I know which story, what's going to take me where, so.
Why? Why did he listen to Zenobia? She was the enemy. Of course she didn't want him to use his shiny new weapon. The thing was, though, she was appallingly honest. She wouldn't lie even to an enemy. At least she'd never lied to him. So if she said he had to see Calaveras, it probably was a good idea to see him. Ugh, it was infuriating.
I've already read this, didn't I? Yep, I remember that one.
Give me a lever, said Archimedes, and I shall open a gate.
Two big chests, and I really don't even need to open up one of them.
Calaveras examined the Sky Ripper eagerly.
What? How often does a new relic surface?
He brushed off Zenobia's warning.
Oh, what does sorceresses know about physics?
However, he did know a few ways to make the weapon even more precise and more powerful, and quickly went off to tinker. Soon the Sky Ripper no longer whined, but thrummed like a hummingbird taking off. It was ready for war. And so, Reynardo thanked Calaveras and took the legendary weapon to the final battle. But where were the other rebel ships? Had something happened? He could defeat the Imperial fleet with a Sky Ripper, but he couldn't govern. He was not cut out to be Emperor, and he'd no desire to be one. There were a few rebel ships here and there, but
the lone
there was
gunman.
no organization to the battle. Where was the Council flagship? Something had gone terribly wrong. But he had the Sky Ripper, and the Ravens had nowhere they could hide.
Use the Sky Ripper on the enemy. Or the Emperor. I think he said Emperor. So there's nothing over there.
The portal was heavily guarded. Must go someplace they really didn't want him to go.
Oh, fuck off. Still got that, so. Not my best, but I'm somewhat getting it now that I know, like, oh yeah, you should probably do it like this in a way. I'll definitely get another level up, so good on that. The music for this game is really good. I would have to say this track right here is probably my favorite one. Like that little flute that we had there.
Whoa, personal space?
That was definitely not my best. That was close. Not that it matters, because, I mean, this literally just opens up a chest. But I'll get health back, so that's all that matters.
The Emperor had caught a bad fever, hadn't he? And almost died. All the mess had started after that.
Yep, and we got that one beforehand. I need to open up that. I don't really get magic fruits anymore. I only get healing fruits, so.
Short on trash cans. The council speaker was on the deck, bleeding. Why was she even here? They found our base, she croaked. The council, all dead. We must surrender. No, we can still win this, said Reynardo. I have the Sky Ripper. He would be a real hero and save the day, even when all appeared to be lost. You're a good boy, said the speaker. And then she died.
Yeah, that was enough for a level up at least. I really wish that they kept just giving you level ups.
With this device, you could travel at night, so long as there are ravens set on fire.
Like, I feel like once you've gotten all the stuff to upgrade your... Like, the story should automatically just give you level ups, like, regardless. Because, like, what's the point of them giving you, oh, here's some fire elementals or essences, here's wind essences, here's ice essences, and here's ore. It's like, I'm not going to use those for anything, so, like, what's the fucking point? Definitely would have been better if I didn't get hit.
He fired at the Sky Ripper. With a tremendous whoosh, the Emperor's flagship went up in flames. And for good measure, he played the beam around it, setting all the other nearby Imperial ships on fire too. And he watched them burn. See? He could use the Sky Ripper safely. The few remaining rebels gave a cheer. And then they stopped cheering. There was a hole in the air. A blackness, like a tear in a parchment. Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger. Crates were falling off ship decks, upwards into the hole. And the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror as it poured into the ravenous hole. He guessed that somewhere behind that ever-widening hole were gods that had long been exiled. But it didn't really matter. Time was done for here, and soon it was. Oh, again? But he already had all the secrets he needed. He was sure of that.
Yeah, see right here,
He must
a
have not
hero who
used them the
takes
right
all
way.
necessary steps to save the day.
What was
Hyper
the best,
hero.
worst mistake he could make? Probably trusting that traitor Lapino.
So which one was it? Was it this one? Hyper hero. Okay.
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before? And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Reynardo
I
knew
wish you
that
could skip
using
this,
it could
but they
go
won't let you,
catastrophically
which is
wrong.
dumb.
But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Reynardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. And he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Okay, so that was 10 stories now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, that's 10. So that means 24. We have 14 left. I'm trying to figure out again. So this is the one where I didn't trust Zenobia. For this one, no. This one I trusted Zenobia. No. This one I didn't trust Zenobia. I trusted Zenobia. So this is the one where I didn't accept Lapino's plan in the second place. Because that's your choice right there. That's the choice there. And then it's... So I rejected Lapino's plan, which was the... So I found Zenobia, so I've done... And these were all found Zenobias, right? So these are all the second ones. And then the third option was the trust the plan, which I didn't do. And then the fourth option was either don't trust Zenobia or trust Zenobia. So then these are the ones where I took his plans. And this is where I took her to the... Because once you do the plan, you automatically go to the thing 2. And that's that. Okay. And these were all... This was... Kill... Find Gem, find Zenobia, kill Zenobia. Find, kill, listen to the voices, and I didn't listen to the voices. So I met with the council. And this is the one where I didn't kill Zenobia. But I think there's another one without killing Zenobia I could do. So there's another one there. And I think there's one more thing I can do here with the Sky Rippers. Find, meet the scientist. Meet the scientist, meet the council. So those two are different. And then there's one more here for the attack the outpost. Okay, so let's do that one next. So that, guys, that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play Stories, the Paths of Destiny. In the next part, guys, we will do another Sky Ripper one. That'll probably be the last Sky Ripper one that I do for a while. And then probably after that, I'll probably go back to the Ilbestone one. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know what you guys think of these, of that ending. How weird it is that I've used it so many times, but then that one time at the end is when shit hits the fan. Let me know. As well as, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to the main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow my Twitter. Both of my main Twitter, RPG, Key Imperial Twitter are in there, too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I will see you all next time.